Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night. I hope you will enjoy today's video, so let's just get into it.
Okay, here's the thing. I just got finished at the gym. I look like because I'm not wearing any makeup. And you know who's got time for filters? But anyhow, I come in after this intense workout. I look like a drowned rat, let's say, and I go into the change room. And you know what really burns my brisket is you go to the gym nowadays and the girls are all done up. They've got their eyelashes on, their blush, their lips, their eyes are done. Camel on full display. And they're on their phone and they do a couple things. And then they go into the change room in front of the mirrors and they start selfie, selfie, selfie. And you know it's for TikTok or social media. And they have nary a bead of sweat on them. And I'm in there after a real workout and I think, geez, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe if I could just use filters for everything, I wouldn't actually have to work out or take care of myself at all.
Yes, but then you'll go outside, meet people in real life, and they'll be like, what the? Nah, I said I'll keep this polite and respectful. You'll meet them in real life, and they'll be, hey, my name is, nice to meet you. And you'll be, we've been talking online for the last month, and they'll be, it was almost nice to meet you, have a great life.
A friendly note to all my single gals. If he ever uses the phrase, if you want, you can come round if you want, we can do something if you want, run. Tell me to be ready for 8. Tell me you have a surprise for me. If you want. Shove it up your
Or up yours. Polite and respect. Did you ever got a response like that? Because it is a response. Or have you heard it on TikTok and didn't understood that it is a response? Yes, you can come over if you want. Is an answer to a question, isn't it? Do you want me to come over? Yes, you can come over if you want. You can almost tell it's an answer to a question if there's a yeah in front of the you can come round if you want. How do you even come round? Do you have to gain weight before, or how does that work? Turn yourself into one of those people. It's easier to jump over instead of going around them. Because if that's the case, the answer is no, stay where you are. Either way, it's still an answer. And if you get that answer, usually it means that I had better plans, which involved a wall, my head, and some banging. So I'm throwing the ball in your court. Make sure that you want to come over, and I may be willing to change those plans that I already had.
One of the most boring texts that you can ever get from a man, it's not the how are yous, the you're so pretty, the good mornings, good nights, it's none of that. Specifically when they've ghosted you or they've disappeared from your life or you haven't heard from them for a while and they hit you up with a I miss you. Yeah, obviously it's me, of course you miss me. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get your attention and trying to get some validation. Because maybe you miss them back. And then you would write, yeah, how have you been? And I've been missing you too. Been thinking about you. No, if you ever get that text from this mediocre man, not even a man, a dude, just write back thank you. Or duh. Oh, and if you don't hit that follow button, you may never see this face again. So
And that's exactly what I'm hoping for. I out of the obvious, they always come back because of course they don't. What makes the I miss you text a boring text? What exactly makes it boring? I guess in return the WYD text is bringing you butterflies and not the I miss you. If you miss them back, answer with duh or thank you. I'm not a TikToker, so for me it makes sense to not answer at all. I think I've said it before. X stands for examples of things not to do again. You respond to him with anything, he already got his validation, he's gonna send you another text and then you're gonna reply to that one, and then one thing will lead to another, and in the morning you'll be walking the walk of shame.
Here's the thoughts. Competition happens at the bottom. The people at the top are collaborating.
Yes, it is just a thought. I get the need to celebrate if you only get one of those a day, but what I don't get is the need to share it with the rest of us. I don't really know anything about the top because I'm at the bottom. In fact, if bottom had a basement, I would be in it. But the way I see it, the highest competition and the most fierce one is at the top. Companies taking over other companies, CEOs going for other CEOs' job, and even if Musk and what's his face, the destroyer of franchises, fetishes are somehow maybe collaborating because you order your new Tesla phone from Amazon, that doesn't mean they're not in competition with each other. The most competitive people in the world are collaborating? Yeah, sure, why not?
You want to know who's wrecking the family? How about the husband who was never taught how to regulate his emotions? So he goes around acting like a crazy wild banshee when he's upset, and he doesn't know how to control himself. And it isn't a safe environment for the children to be in. No, we're not going to blame him. Or what about the man who goes off to work each day, and that's it? He doesn't know his children, he doesn't help his wife. All he's there for is to bring home the bacon. But he's not a partner, and he's not a father. And that's what the woman married, right? And if she's not getting that, she needs to get a divorce. The men who are emotionally or physically abusive, you don't want to blame them for wrecking the family? What about the men that are cheating on their wives, especially while they're pregnant? Or the great slew of men that are coming up now that just don't want to work, don't want to do housework, don't want to do anything except be catered to because they're a man. They're the problem.
Yes, I am. I mean, how can I not be? But the math is not mathing. If you gather around all the a-holes like me, it will still not make it to the 80%. For the ones just listening, this is what she's arguing with. Some other lady left a comment. And as 80% of divorce are initiated by women, so who is really wrecking the family? And of course, the answer is men are the problem. See, if you can look outside your bitterness for a second, you're talking about maybe personal experience. If you didn't let your own feelings influence the answer, you'll realize that those men, like me, the a-holes, we don't make that 80%. So at some point, you're gonna have to kind of maybe realize that there are some other reasons involved in divorce. For example, and I'm using this because I think I posted this video, wife goes with her friends on a girls trip, comes back, and she files for divorce. She leaves her husband and her 4 kids. I guess it was because the husband was not doing the dishes. Oh yeah, and there's that life coach that I posted a few days ago. And it's not that we hate men or anything, but let me guess, it's still me who's the problem. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this one for you just listening. After 60 years, a woman does not have a chance to find a boyfriend. Is this true or am I wrong? Well, first of all, after 60 years since what? The Boston Tea Party? 60 years since the first Declaration of Independence? Nah, I'm just being an a-hole. I'll stop. I'm guessing you meant to say after you turn 60 and you're looking for a boyfriend. What are you gonna do with a boyfriend, mama? You dislocate his hips? You gotta move, so I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, seriously, I'll stop. In all fairness, you might have a better chance of finding a boyfriend than these young princesses today. Counter that with the way you look, I'll say there must be an 80-year-old there who maybe try to find some younger women, bring something fresh in his life. I can't. Again, every situation is different, so you might end up finding the boyfriend you want. And being as serious as I can for 30 seconds, I really do hope you find him.
If you ever wonder how dedicated I am to the game, I'm here. I'm in Mystic Falls, a fake town, a real town, but a fake town, dressed as a vampire, on the full moon. You can't outdo the doer.
This is exactly what happens when you smoke an entire bucket of paint. You can't undo the doer, unmake the maker, unsee the seer, unattend the psychiatric session you should have been attending, and I guess you can't uncook the cuckoo. And there's still no reasonable explanation for you to be walking outside looking like that.
I saw this meme and it was this guy being like, girls used to wear sundresses in the summer and now they're all dressing like wrestlers. And all I can say is you can't do this in a dress and you better watch out.
Yes, you can, but if you go for a real short dress, you might moon somebody. What exactly was I supposed to be watching out for? Or was that the real meme? If it was, it wasn't a good one though. I like this one better. Regardless, put that fist down before you hurt yourself.
The only thing worse than being mentally ill is people knowing about it and telling you that all you need to do is meditate or exercise or get over it.
I was going for medicate, but get over it sounds way better. Just make sure you get over it while you're far away from other people.
Hey, why aren't you reading this piece right here? It's a perfectly average sized piece with a really, really good personality, I'd say. Don't you agree, Alon?
It's a little big, actually.
Yeah, why would you need more, to be honest?
Yeah, it's not even the size that matters, as any girl you ever disappointed would say. It's more about not showing it to anyone else. But anyway, this is gonna be the end of the video. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.